So hello ma'am, how are you?
Good, great. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also good, and I'm today so much happy because we are again connect. So it's my honor for me, my honor to connect with you, ma'am, because you're the experienced person. So I will learn something good.
No, not I'm an experienced person. You are better than me.
Thank you so much, ma'am. But
Yes.
I don't think so. I'm better than you.
No, you are. I consider
Okay,
myself a beginner, and I have started it. I have already mentioned you that it's been just 5 to 6 months going on. Still,
okay. So how's your morning today, ma'am?
yeah, it was good, amazing.
Okay, and today we will discuss about why. Yeah, today we will discuss about a little bit issues related communication skill. Okay,
Okay, I'll try. Don't know much, but I'll try. Okay.
okay. So let's discuss. But before, I think we should give our introduction because every single day new viewers are connecting to us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm connecting with you from Jharkhand, currently staying in Giridih, and I have done BCom. I'm just graduate, full-time homemaker, blessed with one daughter, and simultaneously I'm running my YouTube channel. It started like I have started it. It's been 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. All about.
Yeah.
What
Thank
about?
you so much, ma'am. Okay, it's my turn. So this is Chandan Lehri, and I live in Bihar state. Professionally, I'm a teacher, and nowadays I'm working over my communication skill, and as well as I'm providing my experience to the learner. Yeah, that's
Wow,
why.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So let's continue with the question that you have brought up here. I'll try, but I would love to know your opinion first because it happens that I forget the content that what should I talk. So I would love to like your opinion first, then I'll talk if you
Hmm.
don't mind.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yes,
We will discuss about how to recall new vocabulary while
yes,
while speaking time, right? This is the major issues with the learner life, you can say. Whenever we try to convey our message, that time we are not finding the appropriate vocabulary that is more important to construct your sentence relevant of situation, right? So today we will discuss how to recall new vocabulary while speaking, right?
yes, yeah,
So as far as my knowledge, yeah, it's a very difficult to recall new vocabulary when you feel
yeah,
under pressure because whenever we connect with somebody and somebody will be new, that time we feel under pressure, right? We think,
yes,
oh my God, how will I deal with that person? Because
yeah,
we do not know the level of that person,
yeah,
and
right.
multiple thoughts, entering in our mind. That time we are going to stuck due to that reason, and that time we are unable to recall vocabulary,
Yes,
and as well as we are going to forget what we are trying to say into our conversation, right? So
yeah,
I
yeah,
have a few strategy and tricks and tips I would like to reveal into this conversation. I remember when I used to face like that problem in my beginning time. So I always used to make some list related vocabulary, 5 to 6 vocabulary I used to make as a list and put besides me. Whenever I connect to the people, I look out and try to pick one by one into my conversation. And that strategy was really effective, you can say, and very convenient for me. So anyone can do like that activities and recall new vocabulary, and they can transform their sentence relevant of situation. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, very well. You mention each and everything in a very well and good way that the whatever do you had experience you like put out here. So in my opinion, whenever we try to recall the words, it happen and it's very natural to forget that like which words you wanted to use in the sentences. It happens. Uh, like what I do if I talk about my personal opinion,
Mm-hmm.
then I try to whatever the words I came across, and if I find that it is going to be difficult for me to apply in my speaking, that word I try to use with more and more sentences. Okay, not on conversation, but with myself first, more and more until and unless I feel that yeah, now I can use it. Like however the situation came in with me, I will able to like use these words. So this way I try to practice the words. And earlier when I had no so many words in my list, that time I used to jot down the words, and the same way that time also I was using with the sentences, and try to use in a like more with the more sentences, that even if I feel that it is not possible for me, and whether it will be fit with these sentences or not. Because some words you can use it at a multiple position or in a multiple meaning. So same
Mm-hmm.
like that I'm not at a proper setting, my phone setting is not working, same like that we use it at different places and different contexts. So that time we find that how she is using, I know this word's meaning, and it like there it fits properly, and she is using at some of different type. So that time more confusion came in our mind. So this way like you can try a word with different uses, and with each and everywhere that how many times and where how contextually we can use. So that what I would like to say.
Yeah, yeah. That's a wonderful, ma'am. And great explanations about that matters. What you mentioned now. And in this time, I think each and every beginner have been facing, right? Such a
Yes.
problem. Many of beginner, I remember at my time when I started learning English, that time I was getting only those kinds of learners who were unable to think in English. And that was a major issue that time. But nowadays I'm not having any people, any learners, okay, and who have like that issues. But I'm getting these kinds of problem. They are unable to recall vocabulary in their conversation. So that's why it is a very important topic to discuss and getting
Yes.
solutions as possible, as soon as possible. You can say, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, ma'am, you tell me about in current situations, what type of problem have you been facing in your communication skill?
Still the same kind of problem, like not able to maybe sometimes to recall the words, like some words that which we feels that are heavy and using the sentences, and the same way that how well in a well manner I can use this, and how well I can construct my sentences. uh, so this type of problem now I'm also facing. And the way like how much content I should put on, and I should not repeat the same thing again and again. This thing also happening with me now. And to like I want to be more clear with my uh, uh, opinion and belief, that what I'm talking that should be very brief and meaningful. So this what I'm looking for. And I want to work on it, because yeah, it is, I have seen that I'm not able to present myself well with my opinion, that like even of having good content I'm not able to present. So this thing I'm working on.
Yeah, yeah, you are right, ma'am. Yeah, you are right. Because what I personally, guess, notice upon so many learners, they are unable to fulfill their convey message, their message. Okay, they are unable to express what they want to express because of having a very lack of knowledge and vocabulary. and many of them, suffering through sentence making. Okay, they are unable to make, correct sentence along with grammar. This is also the problem of many learners. Okay,
Yes.
many of learners mention about their complication, anxiety, include their spoken English, like they are unable to express their message into the past time in a correct way. Okay, so these are issues learners have been facing due to have the lack of knowledge about tenses, you can say. So
Yes.
learning basic knowledge, learning basic, grammar, learning tenses, proper tenses, it's a more mandatory and very important for every learner. So I will
Yeah.
recommend to all learners have been through kinds of stuff that would be very convenient for them.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we
Yes.
should start with the basic grammar. Even if you want to practice spoken English, you have to go with the tenses because it is must. How you will frame the sentences if you don't know, like in future and past and present, how you going to make it. So that time you will face more difficulty. Do not go too much, but at least you may be able to make the sentences that much, or able to feel from inside that yeah, this the sentences I'm going to make, where which time it is coming, like past, present and future, the same we know tenses as a time.
You are right. And it's supposed to be the have you crossed the one level of transforming your sentence into the right manner. So you can say you can solve your, issues. You can solve your issues initiative level, I would say, right? Because this is the first steps of you to be correct in sentence making. And after that, you will consider about gathering a lot of vocabulary and expressing yourself into a different manner, right?
Yes.
Yes. So let's discuss about why learning new vocabulary is more important in order to become perfect and sufficient into spoken English. What is your opinion about learning new vocabulary? Why it is very important?
Yeah. See, everything, okay, everywhere you need to upgrade yourself. Same like time, with if you will not be able to adopt new things in your life, you will feel that I am out of the zone. So with the same, if you are practicing something, you must try day by day something new to add in you. The same way you have to like apply new vocabulary into your speaking, so you may feel motivated also, or able to express yourself well, and to whatever the your expectation from the language, so you are able to get that.
Yeah, you are right. And you can see vocabulary is the root of spoken English,
Yeah.
right? How you can grow up your spoken English to the better level through your vocabulary, because vocabulary it work as a pillar, you can say, to raise as a big building, you can say, right? If you do
Yeah.
not learn vocabulary, then you are unable to express your feeling, right? So
Yes.
learning
Yes.
vocabulary, that is when you are going to upgrade your communication up to the mark. Okay,
Yes.
and it will reflections of your knowledge, how much sufficient you are into this, right? And proficient, and
Yes.
it will help you to reach out at your advanced level as well, right? Because as you mentioned earlier, I do not want to repeat the same sentence into the multiple times. I want to
Yeah.
replace older one into new. So how it is possible without accumulating the different kinds of vocabulary, right? You can
Yes.
make out the new sentence. So it's very imperative for each learner to have new vocabulary to change out their sentence into the different manner, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it is very important.
Yeah, in case if you do not have a lots of vocabulary, or the way of responding the things, when you came that something trigger in your mind, like later on if you like repeat the same words, it may feel you also like I'm not going well with the level I want. So in in case of lack in vocabulary, what you will do, you will repeat the same thing again and again, and instead of making it a one sentence, you will make two to three or four sentences to convey the one line of the message that you can do in just one words.
Yes, you're right. And sometime, for the sometime, these kinds of thoughts start bothering you internally, right? Why I'm using the same, vocabulary in my conversation? Why I'm not using like others into my conversation, different vocabulary? How will I upgrade myself, right? In different levels. So these kinds of thoughts start bothering you internally, and it happens when we start comparison self between others, right? And this
Yeah,
is the obvious thing. We are a human. We humans have the nature to compare self with others, right? It's very
yeah,
difficult to work upon. It's very difficult to control your thoughts, your emotions, because
right.
many of 99% people are quite sensitive internally, right? They couldn't control the emotion and thoughts, right? Many
Yeah,
of them are slave of through their own thoughts. Many of them like to stay at their own comfort zone, right? So
right.
these are things we have to understand if we really want to get progress in our life. So we have to upgrade self by any way, at any cost.
True.
So ma'am, tell me about like having free time in your day-to-day life. How do you spend that free time?
Okay, so like if you have a free time, first of all, try to prioritize your work, like your desire, that what you want to do, and yeah, the most important, what is the most important thing for you, and that okay, that you should give more time. Like after then, you can do something for your recreational, for your enjoyment. So with the most important thing, whatever you have and you have decided, start with that. So at least you will be able to like work on that on a daily basis, and you will able to maintain your consistency with that, and yeah, you like able to master one day.
Great, ma'am. You know the arts of utilizing your free time into a well manner, I would say. And each and every housemaker must know this kinds of talent, where I have to invest my time and how can make it so productive in our daily life.
Yes.
And you know very well. So, ma'am, tell me about your daily routines. Like, how do you manage? Because you have been learning this language, so it would be quite hectic for you, right? Every day follow the same thing.
See, I'm not make my daily routine because I also don't know that when I have to be present with my daughter, my family member. So whatever the time I get, I try to utilize that. In that, instantly I utilize that. Like I do not think of like I'll do it later, or this time I should do this or that. So whatever the time I like get, and I see that now, like for 1 hour or half an hour, I will not be able to disturb, like nobody is going to disturb me, or I'll able
Mhm.
to utilize it in a better way. I use that.